Hi friends, it's Tracy from the Financial Freedom Diary, and today we're back to do my August monthly budget, and also so I can show you my August printable. Decided I was just going to combine all of this into one video. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe to my channel, please do so. And thank you all for those who have subscribed and are returning. I appreciate y'all and all y'all kind messages, because y'all know I have just been up and stuck, y'all. Just up and stuck. And just like my chair just got stuck just now while I'm trying to move it. But you know, I was just thinking more dreamy for August. I know in our area it's back to school time, and y'all know the short people be like trying to think of anything else but going back to school. And so I like hot air balloons and stuff like that. Not saying I ever get in one, but I do like it. And so here's the monthly spreads, an area where I can put my notes and stuff that are related to certain dates, especially when I find out what they are. I like to do my monthly budget by the 15th or so. That kind of helps ease my anxiety about how my money's going to flow for the next month. It's just a personal thing. I'm not saying it's the best, but I like to just be prepared before my month starts. So that's kind of like how July was kind of like a mess for me, because I was not fully prepared before the month started. And so I was literally budgeting paycheck number one after I had received it, which is not my normal flow. And when it comes to budgeting, I am a fan of doing what works for you. So for me, I get paid, it's technically the last business day of the month, which that would have been the Friday. But I'm going to put my payday sticker down for the 31st because it's easier for people to understand. Oh, I'm so sorry. I just hit the camera. It's just easier for people to understand what I have going on. And then my next payday is the 15th. So this is like paycheck number one. This is paycheck number two, and the very last paycheck that I use the money to spend for any August bills there. And so I'll get paid again on August 31st, but that's technically September's paycheck, so I won't designate it here. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It just depends on how my memory is going. And these stickers they came from Caffeinated Kate. I bought these, I want to say last year or the year before last. They were July midnight. Yes, that may have been, it may not have been last year. It may have been 2020 when I bought these. So let's get these out. So my rent, of course, is due on the 1st. And I'm going to leave it blank. I'm still adjusting here. My utilities, I think I got my light bill on the 17th of July. And so I'm going to put this down for the 17th. And my bill is due, technically I got it July 17th, is due August 1st. But I pay it out of paycheck number two for July. That just makes it easier for me. Internet, all right, look at that. I done had this too long. Internet this month came out about, I want to say about the 12th. Sorry, I had to get that off. I still left a little piece on there. It's going to drive me nuts, but I'll try not to look at it. And so if you're looking for these printables, they're in my Etsy shop, and it's called So Sweet Plans, S-O-O, Sweet, S-W-E-E-T, Plans, P-L-A-N-S, because planning is so sweet, at least for somebody like me. I think I'm a control freak. And so my cell phone is, I got that bill on the 18th, or I think that's when it's due. And it's on auto pay. So what I do is, there's 3 phones on my plan. The boys pay me, their portion is like, one is $55 because he has Apple Watch added on to the plan. One is $50, and then I just pay the remainder. I need to shop that up. And so that's pretty much all the bills I have for the month outside of car, food, gas. Yeah, well, car, gas. That's my normal routine that come out every single month. I do have trash now, but that's paid every quarter. Sometimes it's on my rent, sometimes it's not included and I pay the company directly. It's kind of weird with the companies, but I'm getting adjusted. And so for mine, I always have a August monthly budget. I have my monthly budget page, and then of course I like to have my notes right across from my monthly budget because I write down all the little things I need to remember, and then I'll break down my cash envelopes. I'm not sure if I'm gonna break these down. I'll check that out and see. But yeah, but I'll use this area to do the cash envelope breakdown for myself. And then I have my paycheck number 1 and my paycheck number 2. So I like to have decorative. Can I get my words right today? Somebody feed the dictionary into my brain. I like to have like decorative budgets and stuff like that. So I'm one of those type of people. Black and white stuff is just not going to make me look at it again. It's just a whole me thing. And even if I use an app, because you guys know I still use Every Dollar, I still like a written budget. A written budget for me helps me remember things. I tend to be able to visualize what I put on the paper, and I can remember what's written down. So when I'm trying to do crazy stuff, I don't do it. But if I put it into an app, even though I can pull it up, I'll all of a sudden pretend I can't do it. And then for me, I like to have my weekly check-in spread. So I like to have my categories for the week where I spent out, what I budgeted, what I spent, and then I just roll, because I give myself money once a month. I roll that amount from week to week to week to week, and I budget out how much I'm going to spend. And then this is where I use to track all the money that comes out of my cash envelopes. Because I use cash envelopes, I tend not to spend as much as if I use my debit card. I had to use, well, I didn't have to use, I chose to use my debit card, trying to do like the cashless envelopes when we first moved in here. I'm not good at it, I'll be honest. I'm not good. There's something, I'm very detached when I'm using my debit card and stuff, so it's just not a good thing for me. And then the next spread for me is my sinking funds and my spending tracker for my sinking funds. And I know I was asked if I was going to revise like my savings goals and stuff for this year, and I am going to have to revise it because my rent is so much higher. So that means my emergency fund is going to be way higher than what it was before. And to get 1 month ahead and just have that sitting in my account, and I can just go ahead and pay things earlier, and I can get my cash envelopes. I don't have to worry about going to the bank on Saturdays and all this other stuff. I like to have that money just sitting in my primary checking account. So that's going to need to be calculated and everything. And I do have an estimate that I'm going to use today. And that's what's going to be how I'm going to fund that 1 month ahead in this budget video. So you're going to hear, I know on other channels they're going to call it 1 month ahead. And that's really what it is. Just me getting 1 month ahead and having that money in my account. But I'm actually just calling it my bill money. I'm gonna get real simple. I keep trying to move this chair and I'm stuck. There, I'm not stuck no more. I got one of those granny mats. I shouldn't call them granny mats, but you know, it's the one that allows your chair to roll around. And I keep rolling off one side, and then I get stuck. I'm trying to move myself back on. All right, this time I'm gonna apologize, y'all, because I totally forgot to write in my categories. I try not to waste y'all time with my writing things down and stuff. So let's put this here, get this here. Hope y'all can't hear my neighbor's music and stuff. So that way y'all can see it. So I'm going to zoom you in. I'm going to have to remember to look up, so I remember to move my notebook up, because I get so caught up in my own conversation I don't remember to do anything. So give me a second and I'm going to zoom you guys in. All right, I'm going to turn it so I can write. Maybe I should just take this off and just get this out of my way. I feel like a big girl because I actually have room on there so I can move stuff. I used to move jack. Boy. Okay, so let's, for my income, there's going to be two things. One is from my full-time job and just the money my oldest son will be sending to me for rent. And I know for some people, the fact that I charge this 28-year-old boy, well, he's a man, rent, it's a problem. But he only pays $150. Where he gonna live at for that? $150. And so my income for the month is $5,282. But yeah, I think by moving out into the county might be the straw that broke the camel's backs. I don't think they pretty much care too much for this. 5282 plus 150. And my total is 5432. And once I get that emergency fund built up, y'all, I'm going to be so happy I can start saving for a house and not having to deal with the stuff I go through renting. So my bills, and hopefully y'all can still see that. My son's, I'm so sorry, y'all, I keep bumping this thing. Gotta stop being wild. It's $60 a piece. And that's $120. It's just some old stuff I never turned off. Health insurance, and that's just because I'm nosy and I need to make sure these people ain't over taking out too much, because they've done that in the past. That's, I'm estimating or rounding up to $30 for the month, and my identity theft is $6 for the month. So the next thing I have is my rent. I don't know why I can't make an R today. My utilities. I probably should just type this in here, save myself some time. Internet. And my cell phone. And the next bill, it's a variable bill. It's the gas for my car. And that just depends on when I go into work, so that varies. I'm gonna put my rent at $17.60. Utilities $300. And my internet, I'm gonna go up to $150. My cell phone is still $75, my portion. And gas for the car, I'm gonna do $300. And so let's total the bills up. Am I still in frame? 120 plus 30 plus 6 plus 1760 plus 300 plus 150 plus 75 plus 300. That looks like 2741. So let's put that in my head. 2741, 120, 30 plus 6, 1760 plus 300 plus 150 plus 75 plus 300, 2741. Okay, and so when I do 1 month ahead, I'm not going to include this portion because this is stuff that automatically comes out of my check. It doesn't even come home with me. But I'm thinking about doing just all of these, so the rent, the utilities, the internet, the cell phone, and the gas for my car for a month, and to include my cash envelopes. I used to have 5 categories, and now I'm down to 4. And everybody who have been telling me that having a washer and dryer was going to give me so much of my time back, you guys did not lie at all. I think I can comfortably turn off my Sunday alarm. Set it down and out. Household. And my personal is my next one. So for my groceries, if this is your first time seeing me do this, first of all, why did I try to do some taxes? Let's finish this part up. So $54.32 minus $27.41. So I have $2,691 left to spend or left to budget for the month of August. $26.91. And so for groceries, I count the Sundays in a month. And so for August, I have 4 Sundays. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm still going to budget at $150 for the 2 of us. And so that's 150 times 4, which is 600. 150 times 4. I am, see my eyelashes falling out. I need to get me some of that stuff. I know they have like a commercial on YouTube all the time. So 600. Dining out, I think I'm gonna give myself another $100, and I'm hoping that I can just get it, keep it, and don't have to spend it. Household, $100. There is one more, well, a couple more things I want to do to the yard. Personal, I'm going to give myself $100. I want to, so $6, $7, $8, $9, $900 is the total for my cash envelopes. Am I still in frame? Yes, ma'am. Or maybe not, because I just pushed it up. 900. But what I want to do next is I want to get some weed killer, because like the grass doesn't really grow that high, but those weeds do. And so I'm going to get that, spray the yard, and then I'm thinking about going to find a fall seed or something I can put down, and that way it'll fill in like the ball patches that are on the left hand side of the house. I mean, it has grass there, but it's mostly weeds, and I just want to kill that and just put some seeds down and stuff and grow some grass over there. All right, $26.91 minus 900. And so left to budget, I have $1,791. Whew, Lord. This stuff hits hard. I remember having so much more money than this. But it's okay, it's okay. Think positive thoughts. Okay, gifts. Yes, my medical, and subscriptions. What else I got? My clothing. Y'all don't put anything in here, but y'all can tell by the way I dress. Car maintenance. One of these days, I'm gonna work on the wardrobe. I'll buy something nice and then won't ever put it on because I think it's too expensive. And then it goes out of style. Insurance. I got insurance. What else I got? Household. So that's for my Sam's runs. And electronics, because I do need a new cell phone. And so I've been bill money. Should it be up here, sinking funds, or should I put it in savings? Because really it's going to live, because my sinking funds don't even live with my regular bill money. So my primary checking account, I move all that money to another account, or several accounts, but they don't live in the same place. But the bill money, I want it in my primary checking account, so it just rolls from one month to the next. I think I'm gonna put it in savings. Okay, I'm gonna put it down here in savings. I want it. I'm gonna put it down here. I can always change it. Bill money. And then I have my emergency fund. So I'm going to do a little bit of math right now that doesn't have anything to do with this budget, but I wanted to set the precedence for what is the total I want to have in that bill money fund. To get 1 month ahead, 1760 plus 300 plus 150 plus 75 plus 600 plus 300. And so, well, you know what? I think I forgot the gas for my car plus 300. Yeah, I'm gonna include the gas for my car because that'll give me $34.85. In my head, I was thinking that the maximum amount should be $4,000 because that'll give me a little bit of room when the rent goes up and stuff like that. I don't, it's just topping that portion off, but I can already have it fund up to a certain amount because I don't know what or how inflation and rent is going to go up next year. At least I'll have a little bit of a head start. So for my gifts, I'm putting aside $160. And my sinking funds are pretty stabilized. Medical is 40, subscriptions are 40, my clothing is 10, car maintenance is always $100. I need to put more in there because my car, she might decide to cut up on me. Insurance, $130, and household is $100, and my electronics is going to be $50. Now let's look at, I just wrote those numbers down all confident like I got enough money for all that, but that's not $17.91, so let's stop. I'm gonna write $4,000 here so I can remember this. 4,000 max. So just in case, y'all know how the memory is. Because just last week I got 4 more projects added to my list. I'm like, great. Great, I ain't got nothing else to do. All right, so gifts, 160 plus 40 plus 40 plus $10 plus 100 plus 130. I was about to put 30 plus 100 plus 50, 630. Trying to do the math in my head, but y'all know that trust me. 160 plus 40 plus 40 plus 10 plus 100 plus 130 plus 100 plus 50, 630. All right, so $630 going into the sinking funds total. Ooh. All right, so $17.91 minus 630. 1161 is what I have left to budget. 61. That's a wild looking 6. So if I do $1,000 a month to go in, $1,000 a month. Did I say that right? I don't know. It should take me 4 months to get my bill money together. So August, September, October, November, I should be done with my bill money. So I'm going to do $1,000. And then I'm just going to put the remainder, the 161, into the emergency fund. And that's everything. It's everything. But at least I would feel so much more secure just being able to look at my account and seeing that it should be fluctuating, but always be in that 4,000 range. That will make me feel so much better because there are so many. Am I in frame? Gosh. Y'all Y'all hear me having meltdowns over here? But yeah, that would make me feel so much better because I have a lot of expenses that I didn't have at the apartment and a lot of things to consider that could go wrong. And one of the first things I'm looking at is that tree that's out here. So I've been talking for like 25 minutes. So I am going to do some math real quick and make sure I got a zero-based budget. Okay, so I do have a zero-based budget. Life is good. I feel like I'm finally getting back to my normal routine because I have just been MIA in all areas of my life and just hanging on by a prayer. But yeah, there's a little tree, a fir tree, not a fir tree, fir tree that's in front of the house. And it needs to be pruned, and so I gotta call them just to make sure if that's my responsibility, if that's, you know, like whose, and if it's me, which I think it is, I can get somebody to kind of trim it up. It needs to be kind of shaped up a little bit, but that's just a personal thing. So I'm going to zoom you guys back out. And we are done, and let me know what y'all think. But yeah, I couldn't make up my mind if the bill money should be a sinking fund or a savings. I think I'm just going to call it a savings, but it's going to kind of function like a bill, you know, a sinking fund. But really, I just want that sitting there. But tell me what y'all think. Have y'all started y'all budgets for August yet? I know I'm always the early bird, but y'all have a super fantastic day, and I will talk to you guys again on Saturday. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have a video up for Thursday because this week is about to get nuts on me. But I will talk to y'all later. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe to my channel, please do so. And y'all have a super fantastic Tuesday. Bye, y'all.